It's a little bit of what you fancy. Request time on Red Dot Radio with Andrew Wright and Jace Bain.
Monday.
I love being involved in the medium of radio. It's just such good fun. But I also like the interaction with patients and the fact that we have direct contact with our patients, our listeners, and we're kind of making a real difference to their day in many cases. So there's a feel-good factor to it as well. So it's two things really.
And the international media superstar, that is Andrew Wright.
A few of my colleagues have heard broadcasts that we've done and are really impressed. I think they're quite surprised. And when you tell people you're involved in hospital radio and they say, "What, you actually play the records and talk?" It's, yes. Yeah, they're impressed. They think it's a good thing to be involved in, a good thing to do. The number of times we've had messages or cards from people who've been in hospital for a while and being able to tune into the radio, hear their name mentioned, hear a piece of music that they really like, and be visited on the wards. It means a lot to a lot of people. So it's good to get that feedback, actually. Frank Sinatra, he's the most requested artist, has been for donkey's years. In particular, My Way, which seems to resonate a lot with a lot of people, although ironically it's a record we would never play for somebody if they just asked us to play anything, because the opening lines are actually about dying. So it's an ironic number one hospital radio record. We do have to be careful about the music we play sometimes. You have to be aware of what the lyrics contain and decide whether or not it's appropriate. But if someone asks us to play something, we'll play anything they ask for, as long as it's not offensive. Our on-air broadcast name is Red Dot Radio. We're called that because the old radios in the hospital used to have a rotary dial that you used to select the channel. So members of the station went around and put little red dots next to the correct selector so people could find us. So we became Red Dot Radio. But 50 years on air this year. We'll be having a big gathering at the end of the year. Lots of names from the past have been invited, so there's going to be a bit of a jamboree, people getting together. And we hope to do something during National Hospital Radio Week, which is actually the end of March. The focus here is definitely on the patients who are listening to us, which I think is a good thing.
Hospital Radio, a friend in your bed.